Avengers Endgame is a once-in-a-generation event and is now shattering box office records around the world.
Hang on!
Avengers Endgame, rated PG-13, now playing.
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Endgame returning to the cinema. Yeah, I didn't expect this either. This is not a planned video, but an interesting story just came out from Brandon Davis from comicbook.com, who is currently in London at the Spider-Man Far From Home press junket. So if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to never miss any breaking news just like this. We are giving away Spider-Man Far From Home tickets globally. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel. Let me know down below what is freaking going on, anything to do with Marvel, and just let me know if you want to enter the competition down below. And I will pick in winners before Spider-Man Far From Home comes out globally on the 2nd of July, and obviously it comes out in China the week before. So this story is insane, guys. I didn't see this coming. It might hinder Blu-ray sales, maybe. So let's go over it. So whilst tending the Spider-Man Far From Home press junket in London, comicbook.com's very own Brandon Davis spoke exclusively with Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige, who confirmed that Avengers Endgame will be heading back to the big screen for a theatrical re-release. Not only that, but this version will be will have extra scenes that weren't included in the first release, which is freaking insane. Why is this insane, guys? Because Spider-Man Far From Home is literally coming out in China next week, and then on Tuesday, the following week, it's coming out globally. Now, as we do know, Spider-Man Far From Home is a Sony movie, released by Sony, licensed by Sony. They have the right for Spider-Man on the big screen. And yes, it would impact Marvel Studios, kind of, if this movie did bad. Because if Far From Home did bad, then Marvel wouldn't want the Spider-Man character anymore, would they? So it will negatively impact him. And obviously, it is interesting, so it goes on. We're doing that, Feige said. Endgame re-release with new footage. I don't know if it's been announced yet. I don't know much yet. We're doing it next weekend. Now, I don't think it's inferring to this coming weekend because Toy Story 4 is just about to drop, so they wouldn't want to do that because obviously everyone is hyped about Endgame. I've got a channel that at one point was based around this movie, so most people will go and watch this movie with the added scenes, which is going to be pretty insane. So the Endgame is returning to a cinema near you with new footage, but what is interesting, guys, is I just did a quick search on the internet, and you can still watch Endgame in some places in England already. Now, this is incredible, but the details are very skeptical. They're very bleak. It doesn't say if it's going to be absolute everywhere, so it might just be limited places. Now, obviously, we all know the reason for this because Avatar beat it, essentially. Avatar will always be Endgame. There's no contest, really. You're comparing a movie that was a one-off James Cameron movie to a franchise of 10 years. I mean, it's a combination of everything that MCU stands for. So essentially, they're doing a re-release so they can have the biggest box office ever. Yes, we do understand here at the Warstu channel that Avatar had a re-release as well. We do know that, but it is a bit fishy. Now, if this happened, I don't know, halfway into the summer, it wouldn't really be skeptical. But Spider-Man Far From Home is literally coming out next week in China, the week after in everywhere. So it's a bit dodgy while they're doing it now, but I presume it's only going to be for the weekend. So Screen Rant had some more details. I can't credit the person because this article doesn't really say that. It says not an extended cut, but there will be a version going into cinema with a bit more marketing push with a few things at the end of the movie. If you stay and watch the movie after the credits, there'll be deleted scenes, a little tribute, and a few surprises which will be next weekend. So it seems like they're going to include a post-credit scene with the re-release and some deleted scenes and stuff like that. It's cool because we keep hearing about these deleted scenes, but realistically, if you do listen to what the Russo bros said, they realistically said they didn't cut much out of the movie. So at best, you'll be getting one deleted scene, most likely a tribute to the cast of Avengers Endgame and Infinity War, and a few surprises. I've got no idea what they'd be. And like we said, Toy Story 4 is just about to come out. So Disney aren't going to stomp on their own territory, are they? No. But It doesn't actually, it says next weekend. It didn't really imply when. It could be the 4th of July holiday celebration weekend. It's not really clear. There is no specific date or anything really about when it's coming. So it's very fascinating because yes, they will smash Avatar because at least a good bunch of people will go and watch this movie. Not everyone will rush out and go watch it if there is only deleted scene and a tribute, but the die-hard fanboys in Marvel, people like me, will go and watch this just for whatever is going to be in the cinema. So we will keep you up to date with all the latest Marvel news about this story when we can find out more details. But like I said, guys, the details are very skeptical. There isn't really that many details, but this is coming from directly from the head of Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, from the London press junket for Spider-Man Far From Home. And I presume this is the global press junket because there's Brandon from comicbook.com. There's a bunch of big bloggers who work for big websites all flying into England to actually watch the movie last night, and then obviously will be interviewing the cast and Kevin Feige today. So this is where the info is coming. Pretty interesting. And also today, the Spider-Man Far From Home social media embargo will be lifted today. But that doesn't mean anyone can spoil the movie, but careful for spoilers, guys, because spoilers will be everywhere. What essentially they can say is, yeah, I love the movie, hate it, it isn't the best movie, stuff like that, just I guess, reactions to what they thought. But if you've got professionalism and if you're a professional when you go to these early screenings, regardless to how early they are, you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement, basically saying you will not say anything until you are told you can say something. And generally, most people keep up with this. But as we know, there's some people that attend these screenings that have already dropped details because they think they're better than the rest of the world. So it will be very interesting. I'm expecting Spider-Man Far From Home to at least hit 1 billion because the potential is huge. You've got Mysterio, you've got Spider-Man, you've got the Elementals. MJ's coming out of his shell more. It's looking like Spider-Man's going to get with MJ. It's looking like this movie is going to set up the Phase 4 villain. The highly rumored, careful spoilers if I ruin your life. Okay, let's go. Obviously, it looks like Norman Osborn is going to be in this. It looks like he will be the person that actually did buy the Avengers Tower, which is going to be very interesting. As we know, San Diego Comic-Con is coming up very, very soon. And Disney 23. But obviously, Marvel haven't got really anything to show in the sense of trailers or footage. But Warstu they have. But no, they haven't, because the only movie they're currently shooting is Black Widow. So all they can show you at San Diego Comic-Con in July is that, or the logos, or the full slate for everything. But why would they do that when the next month after, at their own event, Disney 23, which I would love to go one year, if anyone wants to fly me out and get me tickets to watch it, to go attend it, that would be cool, but no, it's a lot of money. But obviously, they are going to reveal more details about what's happening in Phase 4 at Disney 23. They said a sneak peek, but they've also got the Disney Plus streaming service, which is going to be a bit weird, I guess, because they don't really have a lot of their own original content to put on there. Yes, Captain Marvel's going to go straight to it. Endgame will go straight to it. But as for all these Winter Soldier and Falcon TV show, obviously we have the Loki TV show, the WandaVision, the potential Hawkeye, the potential Lady Sif. So much potential. A lot of articles saying Disney streaming service is going to crush Netflix. Well, sorry guys, but it won't at the moment because it's not going to have enough original content. Netflix struggled when it first started because of originality, original content. So it's going to need a lot of original content. So I presume at San Diego Comic-Con and also at Disney 23, they will be announcing stuff for the future. Obviously, Marvel thinks 10 years ahead, but Kevin Feige will never let you know what he's thinking. Obviously, he already knows what's going to happen with the Fantastic Four, X-Men, Deadpool, etc. But he ain't going to tell you that. As we know, Doctor Strange 2 is rumoredly shooting next year. We know Shang-Chi and the Eternals will start shooting later this year. And obviously Black Panther 2 is also apparently going to start shooting in 2020, maybe. So there is a lot to come. Avengers 5, there's a lot of Marvel Phase 4 stuff to come in the future. But it is going to be very interesting because everyone will be expecting a post-credit scene in this Avengers Endgame re-release, but the Russo brothers literally said there was never an intended post-credit scene because this movie is called Endgame, so it's the end of that phase, it's the end of that story. So it's going to be really interesting to see which and or which deleted scene they're going to show us, because there is rumored so many deleted scenes that they can make another movie. But like I said, guys, if you actually read and listen to what the Russos said during podcast, they did say that there isn't really that much deleted content to show anyone. So it will be pretty dope to see what they actually will offer to the fans. Because this re-release, it's just to beat Avatar. Now they own Fox, but Avatar did release Fox. Technically, Avatar is their property, so they own it as well. But seeing as it was brought out by Fox, they can never claim it's theirs. So it will be interesting, but it's kind of sad in my opinion that it's taken them a re-release to smash Avatar. Avatar, I know we all had the 3D. It was like you all hyping because it was the first official 3D movie. But let's be honest, guys, the marketing budget and the movie budget for Avatar compared to Endgame, it's silly the difference. They should have smashed $3 billion in the first run and not had to re-release it just to beat Avatar. It is pretty sad, and although it's cool, I don't really think whatever they're going to show you guys is going to add much value to your life, because it just literally says a deleted scene, a tribute, and something that you're not going to see coming. Now, unless they're going to show you the Black Widow tease, but they've only just started shooting Black Widow a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Yeah, let's say a month. So there's not really much content. New footage, yes, there's going to be new footage. But if it's going to be played after the movie's finished, it's not going to add any context, is it? Or content, really, to the movie. And it's not going to be what you're going to get on the Blu-ray. Or it could be what you're going to get in Blu-ray, but then they're like sabotaging their own Blu-ray sales, so I can't see them doing that. But guys, I just thought I'd keep you up to date with all the latest and greatest Marvel news. Like I said, guys, this video was not planned, and it's a sporadic video that I just came across on Instagram as I follow most of the people that are at the press junket, and I see in one of their stories. So, like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.